Hi, welcome to a video, or welcome back if you've been here before. So today I have a new pens day. I was actually debating on for these Kawecos if I wanted to do this or not. I actually alluded to it like in my last video or maybe the one before that I bought a second version of a pen that I already had, and I hadn't done an unboxing of the original when I got it, so I didn't know if I wanted to do or needed whatever to do one for buying the exact same pen. But I figured I was doing a new pen about this Gioia anyhow. So I thought I would go ahead and talk about these Kawecos and why I have two of them. Let's start with the Gioia. So this pen is a new to me brand. I don't know how new it is overall, but I just recently learned about it through Endless Pens. They sent a message to their affiliates, which I still do not know if I'm actually an affiliate with them or not. I get emails for affiliates. I get offers for affiliates, but I do not have an affiliate link. I wish I did, because I buy a lot from Endless and I would love to share that love with everybody else. But I have sent emails asking, am I an affiliate? And if I am, how do I make it work? And they have not responded, which is just so weird because they really have pretty good customer service otherwise. Anyhow, they sent out a message last week to their affiliates that they had these new Gioia pens. And I checked, that's how it's pronounced, Gioia, it's Gioia. And there were two models that they were bringing in, and they were making them available to affiliates first. And I looked at them and I was like, oh, okay. And then actually that's not true. So I looked, and at first I didn't open the message the whole way, and I only saw one of the versions of the pen. I didn't see both of them. So, and it was red, and I was like, oh yeah, whatever, that's a nice pen, cool. But then later I happened to open up the whole message and read it and see the other version of the pen, and I was like, oh, now hang on a second, I'm interested in this again. So I bought this pen with the code for affiliate. Which again, I don't know if I'm an affiliate. I wish I knew, and I wish I was, because if I fully am, I again would love to be able to share that with you. So anyhow, this pen is, I don't know about this company, how old they are or new or whatever. I did unbox this already earlier. I actually recorded another video earlier, but it didn't turn out the way that, anyhow, it doesn't matter. I'm doing it again and doing it entirely differently this time. So what I thought I would do is just go ahead and show you this pen, which is hard as heck to get out of this sleeve, by the way. I shouldn't have put it back in here. But this model is called Cielo Mare. I'm doing that the best I can. I don't know if this pen is from Italy or what. It is part of the Hatch program that Endless has, and to be honest, I haven't gone in and looked at anything about it yet. It just came today, and I opened it up and I was like, oh, this is lovely, and very happy with my purchase. And then that was it. And then I decided to redo the video. So here we are. Excuse me. So this one, again, the model is Cielo Mare. and it's a beauty. So this is bare bones. I mean, this box is actually relatively nice. It's got the little magnetic closure and stuff. And here's the pen. And of course it says Gioia inside here. Writing emotion is their little tagline. Here is the pen, but there's nothing else. There's no paperwork. There's no warranty information. There's no nothing. It's okay that there's not a converter or a cartridge because this is a piston filling pen. But anyhow, I was like, okay, well, this is all that's in here. That's fine. But this pen is gorgeous. I can't remember exactly what the description is, but it's based on the sea and like shells inside of a certain type of shell, not abalone, but I mean, all shells on the inside are kind of have this cool, pretty designs and shiny, reflective chatoyance and whatever. So this pen looks just like me. If there were colors and design to pick for me, this is pretty much one of the textbook examples that you could pick. There's obviously blue and white, but there's some pink in here, depending on how the light hits it. Sometimes it's a little gold. I don't know. Here, the pink is like within the dark blue, so it's almost a little bit purple. Just a beautiful, beautiful pen. I got an extra fine, and you can see the trim is silver. The clip is pretty tight. I mean, I guess it's functional. I don't know. I don't use clips really, so I don't even know why I worry about them. But anyhow, there's the clip, and then 2 bars, 2 rings of silver around here. Actually, you know what? I can't remember. Maybe I should look. These ones might be limited edition. Maybe because they're a hatch and only, or am I confusing it with another one that there were only like 50 available? I don't remember. I don't feel or see anything on here like about engraving. Does no, the box doesn't say anything. No number. I might be wrong about that. Anyhow, okay, so this pen has a really pretty, I don't even know what color to call this nib. It's like dark blue-ish, kind of midnight-y, kind of smoky. I don't know. I mean, it's definitely blue, but it's kind of gray. I don't know. And I'm not positive, but I think it's a standard Yovo number 6 nib. Not 100% positive on that though. I also haven't checked to see if I can remove it or if it twists out or whatever. I haven't done anything with it yet. But as I mentioned, it's a piston fill, but it's kind of an interesting setup because there's an ink window here, and there is from the grip a little bit of, like, the end has it bows out a little bit, and then here is where the cap twists on, and then there's a little bit of space, and there's a little bit of a lift to where the ink window is, but like the way I hold the pen, that's like so far beyond where my hand is, like it's not bothersome. But I played with holding it up a little bit higher and whatever, like up more towards where the threads are, and it doesn't bother me at all. I mean, there is a definite step there, but it's minimal. But anyhow, what's interesting, at least to me, about this this pen is that it is a piston filler. And I don't know if you can see it because it's hard for me to see, but okay, so I have the piston twisted all the way down now. It has not crossed the window. It stops like right here above it. I don't know why. I don't know if that makes a difference. I don't know if there's a reason for that. There may very well be. I don't know. But I'm going to try and hold it at an angle. So you might be able to see that it's a little bit dark in there now. But when I pull the piston back, oh, well, it's getting some color in there now because I had dipped it in ink. I didn't think I had dipped that much in for it to suck it in there, but I guess I did. Well, that might have just ruined my demo. All right. Well, anyhow, what I'm getting at is that it is a piston filler, but the piston does not cross the ink window. I'm not positive of how much the capacity is. I'm guessing 1 or 1.5 milliliters, which I think is pretty standard, but I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just guessing. But yeah, earlier I wanted to test the writing, so I dipped it. I didn't put any, I didn't suck any pen or any ink up into it at all because I didn't want to do that until I determined if the nib was good or if I liked it or, whatever, all those things. But I didn't think I put that much, I didn't think I dipped that much so that when I pulled the piston back up that it would suck it in, but it sure did. That's so funny. Okay, but this pen writes very, very nicely, which is why I'm pretty positive that it's the standard Jowo nib that we know and love so well. I can, let's see, do a quick little writing sample for you, and hopefully it'll show okay. But it writes just super, super smoothly. So it's that is a dry start because I only had ink in there, dipped in there, and it was hours ago. So I'm actually surprised. I'm really surprised by everything that's happening with the ink right now is what I'm getting at. But anyhow, Gioia writing emotion is what it says. So this is, I would call this a definite Western extra fine. This for as sharp and pointy as this needle or this nib looks, it writes way more broad than I would expect from it. I'm not saying it's broad because it's not, but this I would call pretty much a Western or a Eastern, no, yeah. It's a Western extra fine, but I think it almost writes more like a fine, in my opinion. But again, I write primarily with Japanese nibs, which will be interesting when we get to these Kawecos that are not Japanese. But anyhow, it writes very, very nicely. It's just very smooth. It does make like a little bit of noise when I'm writing, but it's not feedback or anything like that. It's like from all directions, like just perfect out of the box. The ink that is in here is Diamine Oxford Blue, which should be a surprise to nobody. It might feel, I don't know, I like it. It feels very nice. It writes nicely. It's very smooth. I might describe it as feeling a little bit dry, and this is not a dry ink. But it might feel a little bit dry, if you know what I mean. But I use this ink because it's consistent and I know what to expect from it, because it is my favorite ink. But anyhow, this is just a really nice pen, and I'm happy that I got it. I wish I could remember more about it, as if it's limited or not, and if so, where it says that or where I might know. I think it's not. I think I must be confusing it with something else. But it's very pretty, and I like it a whole lot, and it writes very nicely. I don't know what else to say other than if you see this brand available, see, this is why I should be an affiliate. If you see this brand available, if it's, I don't know if it'll go to other retailers or if it's only with Endless. It's a nice pen. I don't remember exactly what the full retail price was on it because I had a discount code for it, but I want to say it was like 160 or 180 or something. Don't hold me to that because I don't know for sure. But I think it's worth it regardless. This pen, absolutely, I would say if I paid, 180 for this retail out of my own pocket, I would feel that that's, a fair competitive price. It writes very, very nicely. I've got absolutely no complaints about it at all. The only thing I'm not sure of is what ink I want to put in here. I might just fill it up with this Oxford blue and have this, take it to work and have it be like my daily driver, because I like it that much. But because, like I said, it feels a little bit dry, I'm hesitant to put anything in it any other ink in it that I don't know how it behaves, or anything that might have, sparkles or anything like that. But it's very pretty. I like it a lot, and I would buy another pen, from this brand if the design was right and the price was right. I would absolutely do it. Okay. So that's that new pen. Now these two, these are the Kaweco Al-Sport. So these are the aluminum ones. These are both the navy blue. I first bought this in the extra fine, which I think is this one. Teeny tiny little nib on here. This is a piston filling pen also. So it holds a good bit of ink. But this pen writes like a dream. This is the one that I have had attached to my personal journal for most of this. Well, actually, I think it's been attached to it all year. I have rotated and used some other pens in it, but this is the one that I've kept attached to it so that I could just always know that I would have a good pen with it. I liked it so much that I'm like, I should get another one of these for absolutely no reason at all, but that's beside the point. But I got this from Endless, and because I buy, from them, I have a frequent, like not an affiliate code, but you spend so much money, you get so much discount. So I was able to get it, like it was marked down, and then I was able to get use my discount code. So I got it for a really, really good price, because this is an expensive pen, even though it's just a stainless steel nib. But anyhow, then I was like, I should get a second one, and I couldn't get one for that good of a price again. And I just, because I didn't need it. Well, I don't need any of this, but that's a whole separate issue. But because I didn't need it, I didn't want to pay full price for it or whatever. But then one day I was like, I want that pen. So I bought it. It's not very often that there's something in a very pretty solid navy blue. And this is, and it's just a gorgeous pen. And honestly, if the first one I got didn't write like such a dream, then I wouldn't have thought anything of it and wouldn't have worried about getting another one. Because I do also have this Hongdian, I think it's M50 or M90 or something. I don't remember what the model is, but is a very similar pen. Also writes very, very nicely, except this one is not a piston filler. It's a converter. But it writes very, very nicely. Way, way, way less expensive than this one. And I like this pen a lot. If this was the only pen I had, I would be fine, because it's very nice. Writes like a dream. I actually have 2 of these too, because I keep one on my desk and one I keep here beside me. Sometimes it ends up in my purse, you know, whatever. But I think this one's going to stay home now because I got the second, the second one of these Kawecos. The only difference between these two is, unfortunately, by the time I got around to convincing myself that it was okay to spend my money and buy another pen, they no longer had the extra fine available. So I had to get a fine. And I'm actually really bothered by that, just because the extra fine writes so nicely. And probably to nobody else in this world will they even be able to hardly see a difference in the line writing, but I can see it and it bothers me. But you know, I got the pen, I'm keeping it, I'm happy with it, you know, but I can tell when I'm writing with the fine versus the extra fine, which is very interesting because honestly, the lines are like, let me mix them up because I don't even know which one is which now. They're almost indistinguishable. What I don't know, because I've babied this, well, the one that I've had, I babied because it's been attached to my journal. I don't know how durable, you know, it is, like how much it might scuff or get dings in it or whatever. I mean, it is the aluminum, but I really don't want it to, you know, I mean, some people I know love the wear and tear because it shows the use and the love, but I don't want that. I want it to stay very nice. So that's why I'm still kind of like, maybe I'll just use this one, but I bought a second one. All right, so let's let me write with these, and we can look at the line differences. Let me go ahead and turn this so that I can I'm pretty sure this is the fine. Pretty sure this is the fine. Not 100% positive, but pretty sure this is the fine. Now, compared to this fine, this extra fine, it looks pretty darn extra fine. But I think that's the fine. But be able to know for sure here in a second. Yep, this is the extra fine. This pen writes like it's gliding on ice, or smooth as butter, or whatever analogy you want to use. You can see, well, maybe you can, the difference, the line variation between the fine and the extra fine, it's marginal. I mean, at best. But if you look closely, I don't know how good the light is on here, but if you look closely, the fine writes just a smidge darker because it's, you know, putting down just a little tiny bit more ink. But like these lines side by side, you could give me $1 million and I don't know that I would be able to say which one is thinner. I mean, maybe I could, but I would probably honestly be guessing. I love this pen, and even the fine, it's, you know, I mean, it writes, just so nicely. It just writes just bigger enough that, and I can still write very small with it. I mean, I don't know why I'm even doing this much bitching about it, but, because I can still write as small with it as I might, you know, any other way in my journal or whatever. It's not that big, but for somebody who generally likes to write with Japanese extra fines, it's big enough that I can feel it. But both of them I can fit within the lines of Hobonichi grid. I mean, it's, you know, a lot of people would say that I'm splitting hairs over this, but I know what I like. And if, you know, you as other pen people also know what you like. But I got the second one, and I think I might take it with me for my trip overseas. That was part of the reason why I decided to just go ahead and pull the plug and buy it. But I'm also like, oh, do I want to do that? Do I want to risk, you know, getting damaged or potentially lost, which I don't think it would do, because I probably will put it in, well, this isn't the Passport that I'm taking my other one, but I'm getting a pen loop for it, so, and it'll be like in my purse. It's highly unlikely that it would get lost, or beat up too badly or anything. But that's what I allowed myself to buy the second exact same, minus a slightly larger nib, for, because I wanted to take it with me. And this, by the way, this Hongdian, this is an extra fine, and let's just, for argument's sake, again, this writes so nicely, this pen does. I wish it was a piston filler, but it's not. But it's also a great pen, so highly recommend it. But anyhow, so that's my story as why I have two of these Kawecos. And what's funnier is that I've tried other Kawecos, and I don't know what's different about them, but I don't like them. Like, this is the only one I've ever had that I've enjoyed writing with. And that was another, you know, reason I was kind of hesitant to buy the second one, because I'm like, what if I got like just this random anomaly that is such a nice pen, and if I get a second one and it doesn't write as nicely, I'm going to be like devastated, you know, because I haven't liked other Kawecos that I've written with. But no, it's just a nice pen. And by the way, the cap comes off, and then the piston filler is underneath here. If you didn't know, there's also a black version of this pen. So there's just the black and the navy blue. You can buy it just as the pen, or you can buy it in a little set that comes with a bottle of Kaweco. Okay. I'm so sorry. A yawn came out of nowhere. You can buy it in a set that comes with a bottle of Kaweco blue ink. I don't like that ink, so it's the first one I gave away, and the second one is actually sitting here right beside me. I might even just throw it away because I don't know anybody else who might want it. And it's, I don't know, to me, it's not that great of an ink, and I don't like the color of it. It's a bright blue. But anyhow, you can get the little set, and it comes in this little metal tin, round tin, with the pen and the bottle of ink. Or like I said, you can buy the pen by itself. And there probably were other places that I could have bought it from and still found another extra fine nib. But because I like to shop with Endless when I can, when they have what I want, and when I can use my discount code, my frequent shopper discount code, I do, because it's, I get a pretty good discount off of things. So, okay, well, there's my new pens for the day. And I love them all. Even though the fine nib is just enough more ink than the extra fine. But anyhow, it's probably more amusing to me than it ought to be. But yeah, that's it. Those are my my new pens, my newest pens. I do not have any other pens out there right now on their way to me or anything like that. Like I said a few new pen day videos ago, that I wasn't going to buy anymore. And I only got this one because I got such a good discount on it to try it, and because I thought it was really, really pretty. So here it is. Yeah, okay. Well, that's all I have for you today, but I really, really enjoy the Gioia pen. I don't know where it's from. I don't know anything about it, other than it's pretty, and the model is Cielo Mare something. But it's great. It's a nice pen. Super happy with it. So, okay, I will stop now. Hope you're doing well. Take care of yourselves. Take care of those that you love and care about. And I'll see you next time.